Hello and welcome to TAIK. I am Mohammed Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about error handling part 2 in Power BI. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. Sometimes during this DAX calculation we get this kind of strange error like a function, the function name has been used in a true or false expression that is used as a table filter expression that is not allowed. For an example, take a look at this DAX function. Here is the DAX calculation, the name sumCalc equal to calculate sum of fact internet sales amount. That is the table and this is the sales column. And if you look at this value here, I have selected the customer as Aaron Coleman. It is 61.96. If I remove this one selection, then it will give me the total sales amount here, and there is no customer selected, so it is showing in blank here. So we're not going to make a focus on this one, so I'm just going to take a look at this one. So going back again to this function, if I add one more step here, that is I'm adding one more filtration here. So this filter expression, this is optional for the calculate DAX function, that is dim customer name equal to the selected value whatever the user has selected here. And if I commit now, you get this kind of strange error. A function selected value, that is this the one, has been used in a true or false expression that is used as a table filter expression that is not, this is not allowed. You might think that this is because of you have not selected any value here, that's why it is showing this error. But the strange thing is, even if you select any value here, for an example this one, Aaron Campbell, so it is a selected value here, but still the error is showing up here. In order to fix this one, let's go and check the details here. If we go back here to page 2, the following comparisons are not supported in the calculate or calculate table DAX function. That is comparing to a column to a measure. This is the customer name column equal to selected customer. That's the measure here. You can't able to do like this, or even you can't able to compare an aggregate value here. For example, customer ID equal to max of customer ID. You can't use this DAX function inside the calculate function. And comparison of column with what if parameter. If you have what if parameter, you can't able to do that inside to that one. You only have three options if you want to filter a column in a calculate or calculate table DAX function. It is compare the column to a static value. Either you can give this static value like this equal to, you can define it by yourself manually, or you can use the variable here max of value and then use that variable inside to that calculation, or else you can use the filter of this customer table customer name equal to selected measure. You can use it here. Let's try this way. So what we've done so far here, we use the selected customer and selected value here. It is not working, so let's try with this one. If you have something static value, then you can directly type it here, like I'm taking this value up, I'm taking it Aaron. This is not case sensitive, so I'm not worrying about that. This is a static value. If I click commit now, then it will show up a value here. Even if I change any of the customers here, it is not going to change the value because we have make a static name here as Aaron Campbell. You might wonder that what's the use of using this one? Even without this also you can use this with the help of slicer. I agree on that, but for this example only I'm using this one. For an example, if you have multiple slices on this page and if you want to get any of the value from that specific slicer, then it will be helpful for you to solve this kind of errors. And the next thing is you can define a variable here. So on the top I'm going to define a variable. So variable cell customer, selected customer equal to this the one which I have copied, selected value, customer name. and I'm going to use that here. Sorry, I need to return now. So return to the same function. Instead of this static value, I'm going to change it to this variable. Now if I click commit here, I have selected the Aaron Baker, so it is 1.75. Now if I select Alon Campbell, it is changing both the values here, even for here. Yeah, it is changing the values here. Either way, you can use this way, or else you can define a separate measure for the selected value. Say for example, for this here, I use this DAX selected customer equal to selected value dim customer name. The same thing here. If I go again here to this DAX function, I'm going to remove this two here. Instead of this, I'm going to use the selected customer measure, which I used here. So click commit now. It is also showing the same thing here. Why? Because we had to use inside a filter statement instead of directly using it here. So going back here, instead of this one, I'm going to use the filter function. So filter table dim customer, comma, this is the column name equal to selected customer. So close this here and then commit. Now it will show up the values here. So remember, whenever you get this kind of error, so make sure either you have to use the static value or you can declare a variable on top of that calculation and use that variable here, or else you can use the filter for that table and column name, and then you can use the separate measure for that. So these are the three ways you can get away with this error. The error is it will not only come for this selected value DAX function, but it will also come for others function as well. But rest of the keywords are all same. A function XXS has been used in a true or false expression that is used as a table filter expression. This is not allowed. I hope you got a brief idea about how you can handle this kind of errors in Power BI. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.